So this past Sunday, went down to Simi Valley in Southern California to bowl a 10 gamer at Harley's Valley Bowl in Simi Valley. They ended up using the 2019 USBC Open Championships doubles and singles pattern. We didn't know that until after the tournament was over. It played really slick, and you had to get the ball to the gutter early. I started the day off on the corner pair, 39 and 40, trying to use a Brunswick defender, playing them from my in-between first and second arrow. If I didn't give the ball any room, it went right through the nose like you see there. And if I gave the ball a little too much room from that spot, the ball would never hook. So I kind of fiddled around for this first game, looking for a ball to use. Starting the second game, I believe I started with a purple hammer. Still think my feet were a bit too far to the right, and I just never could get comfortable anyhow. This game, I'll have switch balls many times trying to look for the right reaction for me, and I kept plugging away, just picking up my spares. I did finish first game with a 199. Here I make a ball change to a Brunswick U motion, and it looked pretty good there. I got it out to the gutter pretty early. Here I didn't get it out early enough, and it didn't turn up. Again, like I said, I don't think I have my feet quite far enough to the left, and it will take me until about game 4 of 10 before I get my feet into the right spot. So I finish up the second game here, still using the U motion. When I throw it real good, it looks good, and when I don't throw it really good, it looked terrible. And I end up finishing this second game with a 194, puts me at -7 after 2, and the scores were really, really, really low for the most part, so -7 was not awful after 2 games. This was, I think, my only open of that game, was like the second ball to 10th. This is actually game 4. I did not get game 3. I had a really terrible 150 something. So I was minus like 60 after 3. Game 7, or not game 7, game 4 here, I'm starting to get my feet left and starting to get a little more comfortable, seeing the ball shape a little bit. Again, I still switching balls a little bit here and there to try to find the right reaction, or what I was comfortable with, or what looked consistent. And up through this point, nothing really looked consistent, unfortunately. And here I'm back into the defender, and it starts to look better. For me, this is like a pretty big hooking ball, and it's pinned down, so it wants to start early. And yeah, it just it didn't look good until I got pretty far left with my feet. And I mean, I was standing on about 8. I do drift right just a hair, so I was sliding on about 10. But you'll see here the ball, once I get my feet left and I really make sure I get the ball left early, it hooks up pretty good. So this looks, I just finished game 4 there, and I ended up with a 211, so I'm minus 37 there after 4. And then here's game 5, and this is where I really start to get comfortable. Flush the first frame, second frame I believe is pretty good too. This game I actually end up going the front 10 before I leave a 7-pin and shoot 289, but it puts me in really good position after 5. I'm up in the caching number, feeling comfortable, striking when I hit the pocket, all good things. So yeah, we'll see this game finish up. I actually got this entire game on camera. I just kind of let it record and never stopped it. So yeah, I think this is like my big break of the game. I think I roll a 3-pin here, if memory serves. Oh nope, that's not the rolled 3-pin. There is a rolled 3-pin though. But you know, when the lanes are tough, you take what they give you when they give you them breaks. So But yeah, so this is a like a monthly tournament that's ran by a handful of people out there in Simi Valley. They always get a good turnout. The payouts are awesome. It was there. It was right there, $2,500 for first place for this one. It was, they called it a major. Also, one of the reasons why they made the lanes a little bit tougher. The past few tournaments, the lanes were a little bit more playable. I think this past Sunday they were bordering on impossible at times. So there's the 9th one for this game. Here's the 10th one. Got it in, but I think I found a good spot finally to where I had a little bit of area. And then here comes my miss, my 10 pin, or 7 pin, sorry. But 89 pins in the right direction on a tough, demanding oil pattern is always good. So on to the next game. I run into some issues. I believe this right lane caused me problems where when I did get the ball left, it didn't want to hook. Curious if it was past lefties using urethane or just me making poor shots. For me, I like to throw the ball pretty hard, so slowing it down tends to be a pain point in my game, which I was able to work on pretty good this past Sunday. I was able to control the speed for the most part and get the ball to read the lane. This is also something here that helped me out on Sunday. Was of the splits that I left, I think I left like 12. I picked up 4 of them.
Thank you.
So that did help out quite a bit. After leaving that light split, this ball, I remember, goes dead through the nose. Starting to feel a little uncomfortable on this pair. I don't think the other lefty on my pair bowled very good this game, so it just might have been an odd transition that had happened on that pair. Yeah, based on what I saw there, I didn't get that ball left at all, and it held pocket, where on the other pairs you really had to get the ball going up the gutter to get it to hook. So I think the problem on this pair was just the gutter wasn't hooking like it was on the other lanes. I think I missed a few frames in this game recording because it looks like I'm bowling much better than I finished this game. This game was a 206, which put me at plus 58 after 6 games. Again, still comfortably into cash. Here is a rough game, game 7. I think I had similar issues here as I did the last game, but left more splits this game than I did the game before. Fortunately, I think I only missed 1 makeable spare, and it was in the first game. Actually, I missed 2 because I missed a 7 pin also, but most of my opens were all splits with exception to the 2 missed makeables. So that's really not a bad day when the lanes are tough and you're not striking every shot, or nearly every shot. This game is where I decided to get out of that defender. I think it was just rolling out. Tried a couple different balls. I tried a radical informer, which I threw that frame. I might have thrown it this frame too. And I know I ended up in a damn good verge. Oh, that looks like it was urethane again, and it hooked. Yeah, that was the U motion. And it just went sideways. So I think I only tried it once. But I ended up getting a damn good verge, and personally I like that ball when it gets a little bit of lane shine on it. When it's a fresh surface, I think it hooks a little too early for my liking. But yeah, I got into that damn good verge, and it looked really good. After shooting 163 and going to plus 21 after 7 games, moving into game 8, feeling comfortable again with the damn good verge. It gave me room to not just room to strike, but it would leave me something to pick up. I don't think in these the last 3 games I had 0 opens. I think only 9 counts for the most part. I might have had 1 or 2 7 or 8 counts, but for the most part the ball was in or around the pocket and striking when it hit it for the most part. So this game 8, I do end up shooting 236, which put me at plus 57, which was like around the cut number. I think the cut number for cash was about plus 40 or so at this time. The bottom number didn't move a whole lot for cashing. The leader, he put on a clinic and was 300 and something over. The top 2 guys were in the 300s over. Third place was like 200 over, and then the rest of us that cashed were all, I think, 7 or 60 over, or less than 200 over. So it was a grind, which is what they were aiming for. As I finish up game 8 here, as I said, I shot 236. Still in the damn good verge, still trying to get the ball left early, and you can see it really pick up when it gets there early. So yeah, I was feeling pretty comfortable. Moving on to game 9 now. Still using the damn good verge, trying to keep that speed down. I'm trying to come around the side of the ball just a hair more here to try to get it to pop a little bit off the end of the pattern, as opposed to with the defender, I was really trying to get the ball to hook early. So yeah, you'll see some shots here from game 9. Really good pin action, and the ball was finishing well through the pins. Oh, you can see one of my non-9 counts here. But again, leaving spares you could pick up, and hoping that you pick them up even when you throw your spare ball terribly like I did there. It's kind of nice. So yeah. As this game concludes, I ended up with a 223 this game, which got me to plus 80. And I was feeling very confident about a cash at this point, just not sure where I would finish. I texted my wife and let her know, we were starting game 10, that I was comfortably in cashing, and she let me know to not blow it. She's always full of wise words and good, good advice. Don't blow it. So yeah, here I finishing the game. I believe I don't miss this one. I missed one earlier in the day, and it wasn't too bad though to only miss 1 7-pin on the whole day. Yeah, so I had a pretty good cross, 2 righties, 2 lefties on our pair. Honestly, don't know who we were following. I don't think they were left-handed. At some point a lefty hit every single pair in the house, but the cross was good. Me and the other lefty played well together. He played inside of me for quite a bit and then moved out to where I was at, and then he too ended up cashing. He shot like 720 or so the last 3 games to really boost himself up there. Yeah, that was one of my hits there all day. It was that flat 7, but it's in the pocket and it's a spareable leave, so you kind of have to take it again when the lanes are tough. But we move on to game 10 here. I'm sitting at plus 80, and I give it a run this game. I got comfortable quick on this pair. I had a little bit of room, and I was throwing it as well as I can, being I only bowl 1 day a week. Win league's on, and we're on a break right now, so I'm not bowling at all except for these tournaments once a month. And I end up stringing them this game. I end up with the front 8 this game. Again, I recorded this whole game, so you'll be able to see that. Yeah, ball was just coming off of that spot so nicely. Going through the pins really well. I'm going to work on maybe different camera angles or something for the next time I do this to help you guys you know, see things maybe a little bit better. Try to have the score monitors in view as well. And I got that one in. Knew I needed it to hold, and it did. Getting fired up, man. Look at me go. Um, Another one that's in a little bit. Throwing logs. Oh my goodness. I don't remember throwing pins around like that on Sunday. I'll take it. I think that was the 7th one. This would probably be frame 8. Yeah, like I said, just gave it a good run and, you know, tried to not blow it like my wife said. And I think I did that. Yeah, here's the 9th frame. Got it in a little, and I know I rang a 7. It was a ringing 7 with a messenger that flew just behind the 7 pin. But, you know, when you get the first 8, you're guaranteeing yourself like a 240 game. Even if you go open, if you keep it clean, it's 260, and 60 pins in the right direction. 60 pins in the right direction at the end of a tournament is always good. So yeah, this concludes the tournament. This is the last shot of the day. A little lazy, a little tired, a little slow. But I finished the day with a 265 to get myself to 145 over for 10 games, won 2 side pots, and cashed in 8th place. So it was a profitable day, good bowling, and yeah, so there's my scores. Up and down all day. But like I said, I took them big games when they came and picked up my spares when I could. I hope you enjoyed my first video. If you could drop a like and a subscribe, that would be awesome. We'll see you the next time I post, which will probably be mid-July. There's a Baker doubles tournament 16 gamer at Simi Valley that I'm bowling with my boy Nolan Baker.